Hello everyone, my name is Pingtian. I am an architect from Beijing, China. Congratulations on the first compendium of case studies on urban rural linkages, and thank you for this opportunity to introduce our Songyang story. The county of Songyang is often called the last hidden land of the original China. It is located in southwest of Zhejiang province, with over 400 villages and scenic landscape. However, there were also critical issues. Most rural communities are in economic decline and didn't have the faith in the village's future. As young people moved to the cities for better employment, the villages become hollow with the low population of elders. There is an urgent need to establish new hope for local communities. In January 2014, we started collaboration with the Songyang County and developed into a systematic architectural acupuncture as healing treatment to revitalize the rural region. With the minimum intervention approach, a public program is introduced to each village according to its context and heritage, to serve the village and community, to restore its rural identity, to open to tourism and stimulate the economic development. These are the projects we have been collaborating with the county over the last 5 years. In this publication, we have introduced 5 cases. Our first village project happened in Pingtian. We proposed to renovate a cluster of abandoned houses by the village entrance to preserve the original village fabric and the overall configuration. The construction is done by local villagers who are the experts on the traditional rammed wall buildings. This has become the village center for exhibitions, artist studio, and rooms for homestay business. After its completion in 2015, together with the rural tourism development, more and more villagers returned home. When we first visited Pingtian in 2015, there were less than 20 villagers living here. The number has increased to 160 in 2019. 2 years ago, 2 young people, Ye Ke and Liu Yuli, moved back from Hangzhou City and opened up a fabric dyeing studio which has become a popular program in the region. Their success through e-commerce has also brought new possibilities to this ancient village. Hakka, meaning the guest people, escaped from the war and settled down in Shicang over 200 years ago. The Hakka Indenture collection in Shicang village is the biggest collection in the country and also an important archive for the Chinese Hakka culture. The museum is built by local stone construction to connect the village with the mountain and create an archaeological atmosphere. The building follows an existing drainage on the site, inviting villagers to pass through. A rural museum engages easy maintenance that can adapt to flexible functions. This project has become the opportunity to restore a lost building technique. In the beginning, we could only find 3 skilled workers in the whole region, and they trained over a dozen young workers after the construction. In fact, the village name Shicang, coming from a folk legend, also means the stone cave. The museum has inspired an investor from Shanghai to renovate the adjacent vacant houses and set up a tourism business with 12 guest rooms. The tourists' number has increased from less than 1,000 per month to over 5,000 per month in the last 2 years. The situation in the old Wang village was not pleasant on the first visit. It has been zoned as industrial area and is completely surrounded by modern factories. It was difficult to picture how this used to be the most prosperous village in the county. But you can still identify the pride and honor when talking with the villagers who are very proud of the village history, especially the ancestor Wangjing, the imperial scholar from Ming Dynasty. This has inspired a new memorial hall dedicated to the ancestor in the heart of the village fabric. The building's exterior maintains quiet, by using the local rangers' walls to merge with its surroundings, and the interior is articulated into a stage by mapping ancestors' key life moments with the building's structural corners. This building is to restore identity and honor for the ancient village. On the opening day, hundreds of villagers dressed up for the memorial. It was an unforgettable scene for all of us. After its completion in early 2018, there have been 30 villagers set up new small tourism businesses with a $50,000 yearly income in total. Xing village is well known for its brown sugar production. Unlike traditional villages, Xing village maintained a rather steady pro-population and agricultural production that generates sufficient income for villagers to build new modern houses. In this case, the brown sugar production became the key element to introduce village heritage. The traditional cooking process is a striking performance, but the family workshops were under poor conditions. A new factory was programmed engaging the family workshops to improve the production conditions. The main production space is conceived as a central stage, showcasing the cooking process as a live performance. The factory is running 24 hours a day in winter production season. And during off-production season, it is also used as a village social space. The factory has increased sugar price by 4 times and raised village economic revenues in past 3 years. 50 villagers moved back home. 12 young villagers joined the sugar production union. The total tourist number has increased from 200 per year in 2016 to over 15,000 per year in 2019, and mainly during the winter season, the sugar production season. Zhai village has the best tofu in the county. However, the tofu production from traditional family workshops could not fit with food certificate standards. A new tofu factory is programmed as the extension of the village fabric following the topography. A villager union is set up to operate the factory and engage family workshops as the shareholders of this collective economic entity. Visitors can observe the production process in sequence from a covered walkway, which is also a leisure space for the villager community.
以前种大豆都是拉出去自己卖零售，现在工坊建成以后呢，由工坊里面统一收购，方便了村民，在价格方面也抬高了很多。
有4、5万斤吧，4、5万斤，所以呢，我就报名参加了到这里来，参加这个做泡豆腐了。比家里来说的，住的那个环境条件呢，肯定是好的，住的东西质量也是看得到。
工坊做起来的话，每天要做200、300斤豆子。现在收入比前年增加30万块钱，效益提高了，经济也提高了。
By restoring the rural identity, the architectural acupuncture is to activate the interaction and circulation in between urban and rural, as well as the well-being of the overall system. We hope that our Songyang story will provide a sustainable strategy to the other rural regions. Thank you.